Is this how
Happy
you?
Pride,
I
y'all.
know. Happy Pride. How's your Pride? How's your Pride month been going so far?
Oh, it's okay. It's been great. You know what? I Here's what I love about Pride is even though it's virtual, there's still lots to do. And I
Mhm.
love that the Pride Toronto, I love that Pride all across the country, create these virtual events that you can learn, you can celebrate, you could do more. Honestly, with Pride being virtual, it's as if they've created even more for you to do than if it was actually in person.
We've been celebrating Pride all month long here at KISS, and we're spotlighting different people in the community. And we're like, why not spotlight our very own Damnit Maurie, who is so proud all the time? So I just kind of wanted to sit
Because
down
I'm gay.
because you're gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in case anybody didn't know.
Just in case. Sorry, maybe I should have mentioned that,
I don't know.
but yeah, I thought like we'd sit down today and just talk about your story. So I guess my first question to you is if you can go into a little bit of detail about how your coming out story went, how that was, because like I imagine that for a lot of people, it's a really tough time for them and it's super emotional. So what was your story like?
Well, my dad walked in on me.
What do you mean? What do you mean you walked in on me? Like doing what? You can't just stare at me. You kind of have to like explain.
Well, I'm waiting for the light above your head to go on for you to be like, oh,
Okay. Wait, this was like how like what year was this?
oh,
What was
like I was
the
18 or whatever,
situation?
and he walked in and I was with somebody
Oh my
doing
God.
doing with other people things.
Wait, did you not lock? Did you like accidentally leave your door open?
He
What
was
happened?
No, he wasn't supposed to come home. I didn't come out. He came in.
Yeah. I imagine though that like at that point, what was running through your head? Because I assume that at that time your family had absolutely no idea.
No, and it was just one of those like, oh dear Lord, you immediately start picturing from his point of view what he could have seen, and it was not good. After some therapy and so on and so forth, many years, my dad has now become absolutely awesome, and loves Matthew like a son. And, if I go to the house and Matthew's not there, it's as if they're more upset that he's not there, that I am
Oh.
there.
So after that moment when he walked in, like, did you guys have a conversation immediately after, or did he just need time to just kind of
He
like
needed
step
six
back?
months. Yeah. Like, so I lived with my aunt for 6 months,
Oh,
and
wow.
until he was, because it was really, I mean, you got to keep in mind, it was really awkward for me as well because what he just saw. So it wasn't like there was a lot from both sides to try and figure out and be okay with, and now everything is fantastic. So I mean, there was therapy, and he was just absolutely in shock, because I'm sure it would have been a lot easier had I have just sat him down over some tea and told him
Hmm.
versus showing him.
So at that point, were you planning on sharing that with your family? Did you have a game plan and say, like, okay, in like 3 months, I think I'm going to be ready to just sit down and have that conversation?
That's a great question. I never really put any thought into that. Like, it was
Yeah.
like I didn't have a plan. I did not have a plan. Like, it was like I was just going to keep on keeping on, and because I was like young, so it wasn't like I had any thought put into it. And I didn't have like a storyboard of how things were going to go. So if anything, I always look at the positive when I can and realize, okay, then this is great. This is how it happened. So I didn't have to put any thought into it. I didn't have to think of anything. Everything happened this way.
I know something really special happened this year, and a lot of people were really happy to see. And that was like your dad, Frank. He invited you over to raise the pride flag in his backyard. So, what was that moment like for you? And do you just kind of think about how this has become totally full circle for him, for your family?
And I say that the pandemic maybe helped because we didn't have the chance to see each other and hang out as much as we used to. So I think that maybe he was missing us and trying to think of, well, it is Pride Month. Here's a reason to come over. It was so innocent. It was just so special. It could have been come over for a beer, come over for a swim, but it was, I have this flagpole, and it is Pride. Why don't we do this? And in the area that he lives in, Burlington, Ontario, a lot of pride flags have been stolen as of recent,
Oh no.
from people's homes. And so his is in the backyard overlooking the highway. So it's like, okay, if you're going to steal all of the ones around the neighborhood, I'm going to put one up that you can't steal.
Was this literally the first time that he's raised the flag in his own backyard?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool. So like, I mean, I had the flag, I gifted it. This is, you may keep this now. And I
Mhm.
think that's pretty awesome. And I hope that this is something we do every year.
We both work in the media, and the media is a very, very tough place to be in because you are constantly open to public scrutiny. So I just want to talk about your experience working in that role, being in the public, being so upfront. Were there times where you felt like you couldn't be yourself within this role? And if you felt that way, how did that affect you?
For the longest time at the beginning of my career, I just wasn't out like on the radio. It was actually by accident, and where I was on a show, a youth show on the radio once, and the host looked at me and was asking a question going, well, you're gay, so what do you think? Like she and there's no blame. She kind of just like inadvertently outed me.
Yeah.
So I
Were you
just went
ready? Were
with
you
it.
ready for that?
No, and you're live, so I just went with it, and I figured, hey, you know what, that's kind of cool. Like, if people are going to want my opinion because I'm a gay man, then why am I hiding? I'm on the radio, I'm in media, I have this opportunity of a stage. Why would I not embrace that and talk about it? So from that moment on, it was like, yep, I'm gay, I'm the gay guy, ask me anything you want about gayness. So it's pretty cool. And with that, yes, as you were saying, it comes with a lot of negativity as well. Like even recently we were talking about raising the flag with my dad, and there was an insane amount of positivity, but there were a few comments of people who said I'm a disgrace to my family and I should be embarrassed and stuff. But I've learned recently that you just keep scrolling. I don't know you. You're a font. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
why would I let that bother me?
Like you said, like being on radio, you now have this platform that a lot of people can reach out to you. They see you, they hear you. So were there any fans or people in particular that listen to you to kind of reach out and say, hey, like you have helped me through these times? So what has that been like for you?
Yeah, there's been people who have reached out in the DMs or phoned in. I've had conversations, like parents have said, hey, can I call you, can you talk to my kid, and and give some advice and stuff. So I've actually been on the phone with people and talked about their coming out and their experiences, because they listen to the Roz and Mocha show. So if they hear me being gay, it's going to be okay for them. There's been people who have said, look, I didn't have a great upbringing. My parents weren't as accepting, but it's amazing to see how it is for you to know that there is hope out there. And so it's been awesome. And to say, like, do I share these things for that? I share the photo of me and my dad. I share the stories with Matthew and I, because I hope that it gives people some sort of I guess a moment to live vicariously through love.
I know you mentioned that sometimes you'd hop on the phone and give advice. So, for anyone who might be at the stage in this life where they're ready to come out, but they're not really sure how to do it, or they're struggling with other people's opinions on it, what would be your advice to them?
Well, the first thing I would say is don't feel pressured into doing something until you're ready to do it. And if you are ready to do it, then take things at your speed. You know what I mean? Don't feel that you have to do something because everybody's telling you to do it, because it's your life. So once you've said something or do something, you're going to have to live with whatever happens. So take things at your own speed. Ask other people that in your life that you may or may not know that have done the same thing, what they've done, what the, I guess, pros and cons, what could happen, and if you need any advice, obviously reach out to me and stuff. But I'd say sit down, have a conversation, and know that no matter what is said, people love you. And everything is said for whatever reason, but know that deep down everybody loves you.
Let's end on a fun note.
Yes.
You have a pride anthem, a pride song that represents you that maybe you can sing, potentially find out the lyrics I can sing for the closing of this.
Okay, hold on. Yes,
Okay.
because there's so many amazing gay anthems, like whether it's Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out, ABBA and stuff. But there's one that, okay, lyric. Okay, hang on, because I
If
don't
I
want to
don't
screw
know the
this
lyrics,
up.
I apologize. I'll hum along too.
I'm not doing this alone, Deepa. You better do this with me.
I will try. I cannot guarantee.
Okay, but put music or something.
Wait, what's the song? Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna do "Born This Way" by Lady Gaga.
Oh, okay. Wait.
My
My
mama
mama
told
told
me when
me when I
I
was
was
young,
young, we
we
are
are
all
all
born
born.
superstars. She rolled my hair and put
And
my
put my
lipstick on in the
in the
glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, because he made you perfect, babe. She hold your head up and your lipstick on. I'm beautiful this way.
Oh, what? Listen to me when I say
Hey,
I'm beautiful,
beautiful in this way, because
God
God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
Okay, I think.
Don't hide yourself. Okay, yay!
Love your pride, share your pride, kiss your pride. Kiss 92.5.